Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm going over the K3500. I got about a 4-hour road trip. Well, at 55 it'll probably be 4.5, 5-hour road trip up to Mount Pillier, Vermont, from Connecticut. And just going over the truck, checking all the fluids, greasing everything up. There's a few things I wanted to point out and see if anyone else has these problems. Well, has this problem. Well, this front reservoir always goes low, and I kind of looked it up, and they say maybe the hydro boost, it's leaking, the master cylinder is leaking into the hydro boost. But usually when that happens, if I understand it correctly, is that it'll start to overflow the power steering fluid, which I don't think I've had that problem yet. At least I don't have noticed it. And it's been like this since I got it. The second thing is the clutch reservoir. Does the same thing. Wow, that's really low. That's like empty. Keeps going low, and there's no leaks. It's got brand new slave cylinder, brand new, I don't know what they call that, master cylinder, brand new slave cylinder, brand new hose. Like I didn't spare any expense when I was doing it, because I wanted to make sure I didn't have a problem with it. Where the hell is the fluid going? I'm using... Oh, that's synthetic. I didn't realize that. But DOT3 brake fluid. I always, I buy the good stuff. Try to, so I don't have any problems. Disappears. No idea. So I just keep filling up. It takes like probably 3 months for it to go low, but it's like, where the hell is it going? Alright, on to the next problem. This isn't really a problem, but I pointed this out on the overview video, I believe, and it's that the header is really, really close to the drive shaft on the front. This is the front end. And you can see where the grease fitting, I don't know if you can see it, but it's right here. The grease fitting, and I believe, what do they call this, a yoke, has been carving away at the header. It must be, it doesn't hit like at all right now, but it must be when the engine torques, it's been hitting it, which I never used a full drive, so it must have just been sitting in the right spot and it was banging away on it. But you can even see it's like rounding off the, look at that. It's pretty crazy. But there's actually no holes in the header. I don't know how, but it carved itself through there pretty good. Other thing I noticed too, I was greasing U-joints. I don't know if you can see it, but the rear universal joint, I think this is called a Heim joint. I think that's what this is called. And the rear one, or the first one, is pretty wasted. So hopefully I don't have to drag myself home in full drive anytime soon. So I'm gonna have to address that. I think that's about it for the problems. But I checked the fluid in the transmission and the transfer case and rear end and all that stuff, and it was all actually good. The rear end took about half a quart, not even. Transfer case took about half a quart, not even. Transmission barely took any. The front end was perfectly fine. So yeah, greased all the upper and lower ball joints, all the tie rod ends, drag link over there, did all that. You can see sleeve cylinder is brand new. There ain't a drop of fluid on it coming out of it, anything. So I don't know where the hell that fluid's coming from. Alright, on to the next thing. Radiator. Radiator was down about a gallon. So I left it a little low because I don't have an overflow. I have a new radiator for this truck. I should have changed it, but this is that brass and copper radiator versus the aluminum and plastic radiator that I have for this, and I'd rather not put that in. This one will probably last longer anyways, but it doesn't have an overflow, so I just leave it a little low so it doesn't overflow. But you can see, looks like radiator fluid running down there. This hose clamp was a little loose, and this one was too. So I just cranked them down, so hopefully that's not an issue. Mainly just saying all this to document it, you know, in a video, so that way if anything happens, then at least I can point back to it and say, hey, I was having trouble with this before anyways. But it's not like I'm very nice to this truck either. I run the hell out of it towing, you know, big ass trailers, literally heavy ass shit. So it's I'm not complaining or anything. I'm just curious, well, mainly curious about the whole fluid disappearing in the clutch cylinder and the master cylinder. And hopefully it's not the, well, I mean, if it's the Hydro Boost, I don't really give a shit. I'll just change everything. I'll change the master cylinder and the Hydro Boost. But that's the other thing, all these lines are brand new. So there's definitely no leaks. The wheel cylinders are brand new. I did them when I did the rear brakes when I built this truck. The calipers are brand new. The hoses are brand new. Like, there's nothing on this truck that could be leaking. But it's going somewhere, so. And I believe this is the rear, right? So hopefully get that figured out soon. Or I'm just going to start changing more. This is the only thing that's original to the truck that I didn't change, was the master cylinder and the Hydro Boost. So might as well change these hoses if I do that too. But I'm going to hold off for now and go on this trip. Bring my cow up to Vermont, like I said. But that's it for now. Alright, got it all cleaned up. Gave it a quick bath. Shine the tires up, make it look good. I got old Rusty Krusty here hooked up. Looks pretty good. Old Rusty Krusty. I need to do some fenders on this trailer and give it a good paint job. There's really nothing wrong with it besides the fenders. It's just got new tires on it too. I didn't want to pull the gooseneck all the way up to Vermont. Just seemed kind of stupid, because if I break down, then good luck trying to find somebody with a gooseneck to tow it home. So you see, this fender's pretty shitty, but what are you gonna do? It's got a new floor in it, stuff like that, so cow will be safe. Yeah, we're gonna try to leave at like 4 o'clock in the morning, so you won't be able to see any of this. That's why I'm taking a video now. But yeah, all right, I'll see you guys in the morning. First, let's take a look at the bulldozer. Coming along, well, coming apart, I should say. It's all in pieces. We got the other side off now. All right. Get the cow. Ready for your big journey, Allie? Nope. She's like, I'm gonna eat some more green grass. Goes. Come on, Al. Come on. Hey, the babes. On the interstate, do a little prayer to the Squarebody gods that our tires stay beneath us and our pistons stay in place. I'll turn the video back on when we see something exciting. The sun's coming up right now. I'm gonna keep her around 2,500 RPM, 27. I figure that's safe. Massachusetts, getting there, still doing good. About 2,700 RPM is about 60 miles an hour, so doing all right. Vermont. Check on everything. Get back on the road. How you doing? You all right? Go. I know. We're getting there. Getting there, big girl. She's 9 months pregnant, so she's about to pop. That's why we're bringing her to our farm so she can get milked. We're off again. Stopped to get some gas. Still got about half a tank, but just filling it up because I don't know where the hell the fuel stations are up here. Alright, Allie. A new home. For a little while. It's beautiful here. Hey! Alright, we made it. We're done. It's actually in a nice place. It's better than my house, so I'm happy with that. Time to go home.
Starting route to the Vermont grocery store. Next on Mile 8 Road, then turn right onto Vermont Route 14 South. In 45 minutes, turn left onto Maple Avenue.
Away we go. a little detour. Vermont Country Store. So we're gonna go in there and check it out. Oh, it's closed due to the whole coronavirus, so that sucks. Fucking broke down. Can't get it to run. I don't know what the hell is going on. We're stuck on the side of the road now. Just kidding. It's not the 6.2. I don't know if you guys recall that video of that truck breaking down, but made it home. Old Red made it no problem at all. I'm actually really impressed with it. It was that was a hell of a ride. I have to add up how much time that was and stuff, but it was that was quite a ride. I'm all sweaty. I think the worst part about that is not having air conditioning, because I think I'm half deaf from driving through with the windows down and everything. It was a hot ride in there, but she made it, no problem at all. Actually, not even a hiccup, like not at all. I'm really impressed with it. Good truck, really good truck. Hit that like button for this truck, because that was awesome. Last time I went out of state, I went to upstate New York, and this truck freaking left me on the side of the road, and it cost me 800 bucks to tow everything home with the trailer. So glad to finally have a good experience on the road with a Squarebody. Give you an idea here. We left at 4 o'clock in the morning, and it's now almost exactly 2 o'clock. So that was a ride. So in total, the round trip was just under 600 miles, and the total time it took me to get up there and back from this morning was about 10 hours. So I mean, we stopped for gas. We didn't stop for food or anything besides gas. And we stopped at the store there, but it was closed, so it was pretty quick. But yeah, that was a long time to be in this truck, but I would do it again if it was just cooler outside, because it was hot. We were baking there like an oven, even with the windows open and the floor vents and stuff. This side doesn't open, so, and the other side sees shut, so I couldn't get those vents to work, but that probably would have helped. Other than that, truck drove great, rode great, really no issues at all. About $130, $140 worth of fuel, but which really isn't bad at all, because I was going to have somebody truck her up there, and it was going to cost $600. So I think all in all, you know, that it all worked out. If it didn't work out, it wouldn't have been worth it. But now that I got home and there's no problems and everything went smoothly, it was totally worth it. And you know, I really have no complaints at all. So yeah, my cow will be up there for a little while. She's gonna have her calf, and then I'm gonna have to go back up in probably 2 or 3 weeks to go get the calf. So I don't really know how I'm gonna do that now. But yeah, and then she's gonna move up to Canada after the borders open up completely, and she'll be up there for probably the rest of her life. But yeah, I'm really happy. Everything worked out great. And so hit the like button for the K3500 and hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Go check out my other videos. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you would do this or not. So I think most of you would. Absolutely. But yeah. Alright guys. Thanks for watching.